come through. Ooh, baby, I want you to fill this vacancy. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video to bless y'all with R&B the right way, the authentic way. Now, as you can see, I came in with Ari Lennox's Vacancy. She got back with Jermaine Dupri and Brian Michael Cox, and she got a banger with this one, especially with her using the Entombed sample for the people. Yo, I haven't heard that song in years, so for them to use that sample, I was like, this is a banger. So it's all on streaming platforms. Y'all definitely check it out. But y'all see what the title is. It's all about current R&B bangers. Now, if you're new to Junior's World of Soul, current R&B bangers is all about just showing that R&B is out there. You know, we're kind of at the bottom of the totem pole, unfortunately. So it's like we got to go online and kind of search for music, and it's not a lot of websites and things like that. And this was back in 2015. So in 2016, I created this show where I'm going to talk about 3 to 6 joints weekly and just showing you, yeah, it's here. I'm giving it to, our classic artist that doesn't get the shine anymore, indie artists, artists that's not signed or anything like that. So just to give another platform, just so, R&B can get the respect that it deserves, for real, for real. But listen, I don't want to keep y'all too long. I got 4 joints today. I know y'all got things to do, people to see, all of that good stuff. So I don't want to keep y'all too long. So let's get this started. So starting it off with my girl, Rochelle Jordan, who I am a fan of this girl, man. She's representing London, but she was raised in Toronto, and she just released her latest project, Through the Wall. Now, the last current R&B bangers, I talked about the joint Sweet Sensations. Now, this song is a knocker for real. So I was so ready for this album to come, and I was just like, ooh, I was anticipating it. So she came out with the album, y'all, and I love it. It's like dance and freedom to me. You know what I mean? Giving me when I first heard Renaissance for the first time. You know what I mean? It gives you like that party, like you could just let go. You know what I'm saying? And she opened it with the song entitled Grace. And she just came in blowing for real, like just singing. You know what I mean? Kind of giving me flashbacks of when I heard Martha Wash's 1992 album that she came out with. And Martha the first song, she just came in singing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Rochelle did on this joint. But she got so many bangers on this joint. Lottie Die, My Boy with K Tronada. Her and K Tronada's chemistry is just nuts. Never Enough. Shout out to Tim. Hey, he loved that record. Bite the Bait. What else? Crave. Get It Off. And I'm Your Muse. And listen, I'm probably going to be talking about a lot of these songs on some future current R&B bangers joints, because this joint is dope. It's literally like 59 minutes of just dancing, getting your party on, and just full of freedom. And I like that, because the space that we're in now and the times that we're in, we need that. You know what I'm saying? But this joint that I just could not stop playing when I first listened to this album, the joint is entitled Some. And this joint goes. I could not stop playing it. I just kept playing over and over. And I was like, yep, this is the song that I'm going to talk about on current R&B bangers. So here's the first joint of current R&B bangers coming from Rochelle Jordan, and this joint is entitled Some. Get into this, y'all. Y'all going to enjoy this record. So here we go.
You just want some.
Hey, you just want some. You just want some. Like, it's such a banger, yo. Like, you cannot help but to jam to this joint. Like, that's how is a banger, y'all. Like I said in the beginning, this is like 59 minutes of just dance and get your dance on and just let go, for real, for real. So I definitely want y'all to check out this album. It's entitled Through the Wall, and you really, really will enjoy it. And this is the first joint of current R&B bangers. This is Rochelle Jordan, and this joint is entitled Some. Now, one of the most beautiful tones to me is Tweet. And oops, oh my, she's back with a new joint for real. And I am so hyped for this, you know what I mean? Because we have not gotten a solo joint from her since Never Gonna Break My Heart Again, which I talked about here on Current R&B Bangers back in 2021. And we haven't gotten a full album since Charlene. So it's like, yo, I'm anticipating her voice because it's so velvet to me. And I just love her voice. And we here, the R&B Representers, we love Toot because we have done two catch stats with her. The first one we did with the We Sound Crazy co-host, Timon Bacon, and we did Southern Hummingbird, and we did an episode with our boy Van, It's Me Again, which you guys have not seen yet, but it will be coming, and our brother Darius from Mr. Dress and Rest chose a joint from the Charlene album that I created this. So I'm just so happy that she's back for real. So when I saw that she was coming with a new joint, people was previewing it all over, and I was like, oh, Toot is back. And she came back with a joint, and this joint is entitled Toot. And it's just so Toot, and I love it, and I know you guys will love it. So the second joint of Current R&B Bangers is coming from Toot, and this joint is entitled Toot. So give y'all a good sample of this one. So let me turn it down a bit, because hopefully you guys can hear it, you know. I want to give y'all some.
So I gotta go now. What I'm feeling for you. You keep running away with it.
Hey, Toot. Like, you cannot, like, her voice, like, it's just so velvet and so smooth, and it's just so like, I love her voice. So for her to be back, I am so happy. We might be getting the album, maybe Toot, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I know me as a fan of you since 2002, I am ready for it for real. So Miss Southern Hummingbird, aka Charlene, can we get this new album? I'm just begging. But y'all, Toot is all over streaming platforms. Definitely check it out. And believe me, if you're a Toot fan, you're gonna love it. Hell, if you're an R&B fan, you're gonna love it too. Because there's actually a bridge. Catch. Alrighty, so we're getting into this next artist with my boy Sedric Perry, who I found out about this year. And, you know, Sedric is all about self-expression and freedom and all of that. And he's from Philly. And, you know, just be you, and just people will connect to you. Just be you and be yourself. And that's what I love about Sedric. He dresses the way he wants. He's just free. You know what I mean? And that's what we need with music. Just the honesty of it all. You know what I mean? But my introduction to Sedric was when he did the record Heart of the Matter. And I'm telling you, shout out to my boys, Sid and Tim. Like, they know I played this record over and over. And when I love a record, I'm going to play it over and over. And I did. And I could not stop playing it. I was like, the Philly boy had did it for me. You know what I'm saying? Then I went back and, you know, he had a song, It Girl, and so much stuff. But I'll put his stuff in the more info box. But maybe 4 days after my birthday came out, he came out with this record entitled Odyssey. And it was an EP, and it had like 5 joints. It was like 15 minutes. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk about it when I get back. But like I said, life be lifing, and I didn't get a chance to. So I finally was like, I'm doing Current R&B Bangers, and I was just listening to the record Chardonnay. And I was like, why didn't I talk about this joint? So I said, you know what? I'm going to talk about this joint. I don't care if I'm 2 months late. It don't matter. At the end of the day, better late than never. For real. And I am a fan, and this joint is dope. But I do want y'all to still check out the EP. Joints like New Me and Dancing in the Sun. Definitely check that out. But I had to talk about this joint, Chardonnay. It's a groove, and you can't help but to love it too. So here is the third joint on Current R&B Bangers. This is from Sedric Perry, and this is entitled Chardonnay. It gotta be a drink though, right? Chardonnay, night and day, Chardonnay, fantasy, ooh, Chardonnay. Hey, ooh. Night and day. Nah, let's run that back. Y'all deserve something a little better than that. I'm sorry. So here we go.
Chardonnay, night and day. Chardonnay, fantasy.
Hey,
Bottle bay, ecstasy. Chardonnay, night and day.
ooh, I love that part. Like, I love that. Like, I had to give y'all another, because you know what I'm saying? You two be acting a little bit funny. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to give y'all a better preview of that song, because it's such a groove, and you can't help but to jam to it. You know what I'm saying? Such a groove. But, yo, check out his new, his latest project was entitled Odyssey. And like I said, it got 5 joints on there. You will enjoy it. But Chardonnay is really the one, for real. So that is the 3rd joint of current R&B Bangers. That's Sedric Perry, and that is Chardonnay. Now, this new guy I discovered, Gabriel Jacoby, and he's from South Carolina, but then he moved to Tampa. And this dude is a musician at what I'm learning. And he plays the bass, he plays the guitar, and he plays the drums. And he learned to produce himself all on his own, for real. And I discovered him with the song that I'm about to discuss. But I went back, and it's a joint that he got, Be Careful, and it's so raw, and he got like his own sound, you know what I'm saying? So then another joint, Forever, and Forever is a banger too, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna put that in the more info box, so y'all can definitely check that out. But the song that I was introduced to him was The One. And this joint is a knocker. And I cannot stop playing this song. I could not. And I was like, yes, when I get on current R&B Bangers, I will discuss this joint. And it's giving you like Prince. It's giving you Curtis Mayfield to me. It's giving you Raphael Sadiq, like all wrapped in one, and he's putting his own sound into it, for real. But one thing about Gabriel, his voice is raw. You know what I'm saying? He got that growl. You know what I'm saying? So it's such a dope joint. So the 4th joint on current R&B Bangers is coming from Jacob. I call him Jacob. Lord have mercy. Gabriel Jacoby, and this joint is entitled The One. And I'm giving y'all a good sample of this record. You can't help but the groove to it, for real. So here we go.
Until the morning arrives, I'll be the one. That's right. Baby, I'm out. That's right. Keep beating on.
That's right. I'll be the one.
That's right. I'll be the one. That's right.
Hey! Like, you can't help but to hear that joint. I don't know why I went to the next song, but whatever. But that joint is a groove, right? Like, you can't help but to sit still. Like, you gotta rock to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a good song. Like I said, I just discovered him, so I'm gonna definitely be getting more into his music, and I definitely will be discussing more of it in the future. So I'm gonna put all his information in the more info box, like the platform, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, X, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna put that so y'all can definitely look him up, for real. But y'all, those are your 4 joints this week, for real. Y'all got Rochelle Jordan with Some, Tweet with Toot. You got Sedric Perry with Chardonnay, and you got Gabriel Jacoby with The One. Bangers, y'all, all heat. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give y'all some church announcements. Listen, I want y'all to follow the R&B Reps on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Snapchat. Follow us on TikTok, for real. And just subscribe to us on YouTube, for real. We got some dope catch stats. We have fan culture episodes. We got JR's Stacks Life. We got JR's Motown Life. We got Elise's Vinyl Themes. And we're bringing y'all some new stuff, too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely subscribe to us, for real. I want to shout out the family right quick, the Saturday Sitdown. Please subscribe to them. I'm going to put their info in the more info box. The Psyce Podcast, who has a show every Friday, definitely representing the culture. Shout out to Eyes of the Wonder with Kemani and Jaren, which they have been doing excellent. They had started from Stevie's Motown, and they're going all the way into the 80s. They just finished The Secret Life of Plants. You definitely have to get into the Zoom. I'm telling you, you will enjoy it. These two put the way they analyze these albums, you would not believe it. So definitely check them out. And I want to shout out my Apartment 5B family, to my big bro Kill, to the fam, all that good stuff. Listen, if y'all want good podcasts, I just gave y'all some good ones, for real. But y'all know what I like to do. I like to come in with a new joint, but I like to exit with a classic. So this classic here, 48 years ago started. It's 5-week run at number 1. And when you hear it, you're just going to love it. And hopefully I will see y'all on the next episode of Current R&B Bangers. So here we go. We about to jam for real. And if you don't, I can't help you. So here we go.
Just have a good time in ecstasy.
Where you lay down next to me. And I'm out, y'all. Peace.